Hey, children's and family ministry directors, what does this season look like? This is insane. I have spoken to so many of you across the US, and everybody's ministry looks different right now. Some churches are open, some of the children's ministries are closed, even the churches when the churches are open. Some have everything is closed or everything is closing again right now with this kind of second wave of the pandemic. Um, a lot are online. You guys are getting really creative in putting together bags that you're dropping off on people's doorsteps. You are making YouTube videos. You are doing all these different things. And I applaud you. I applaud you for stepping out and for partnering with parents. Because we really, right now, I think we as a children's and family ministry have gotten just a little kick in the pants right now. I think it's a catalyst to get us outside of our normal routines, outside of thinking of Sunday morning as the prime time, if that makes sense. And I know that that can feel harsh, that can feel wrong, that can feel so many different ways. But I think I read a quote on I Love Kidmin not long ago that was from, I feel like it was from like 1957 about family ministry. I wrote it down. It was from the book Helping Families Through the Church, a Symposium on Family Life and Education by Oscar E. Feucht. Look for it on I Love Kidmin, but it was a quote about what we're dealing with now in just equipping the parents to disciple their children. We know they are the primary spiritual leaders of the child's life, and we've noodled around this discussion about how to equip them, how to reach them, and really now we have no choice, y'all. It's on, because parents are at home with their kids 99% of the time right now. Some of us are here 99% of the time with our kids, and we are with them, as Deuteronomy 6 says, when you lie down, when you get up, when you walk about, like, we're with them. We are here and we are doing the thing. And how do we equip parents and give them the freedom and the courage to disciple their kids? What does that look like? Let me say, I don't have all of the answers. I know I don't have all the answers. I know my kids are not going to turn out perfect. No one's perfect but Jesus, right? And I know all those things, but Jesus has been in my head. He has been every day inviting me to do these videos. And I want to tell you, this is not me. If you know me, you know this is not me. I don't like to be front and center. I don't like to be in front of the camera. I would much preferably be in the background cheering you on. So this is me cheering you on in front of a camera. So here we go. If you look back at the scriptures and how Jesus makes disciples, Jesus invited his disciples to follow him. He walked with his disciples. He taught his disciples. He rebuked his disciples. He healed. He provided examples of what it was like to worship, serve, trust, obey, pray, and love God. That's what I'm asking us to consider right now. What does that look like now? What examples are we providing for families? Where are we helping them step into everyday life with a biblical worldview? What does discipleship look like in 2020? I think we really have no choice, because many of us, there are portions of the country that I have talked to that are having children's ministry on the regular on Sunday morning. But I don't think we have much of a choice anymore. We have to think outside the box. We have to go back to the scriptures and look and say, what does discipleship look like for a child? I agree that it looks like memorizing scripture. I agree that it looks like knowing the Bible stories. But right now, I really want to focus on relationship with Jesus. what does a relationship with Jesus look like right now? Because kids and families are struggling. I don't think there's any way about that. You leave school in March and you don't come back and you don't see your friends. Like, think about how that would feel to you. I mean, many of us left our jobs in March and didn't come back, whether that be from being laid off or working from home. Like, it's a dramatic shift for a lot of these kids. And when do we, on a Sunday morning, speak into that place? When are we there with them in that space? Saying, I know, it does hurt. It is hard. And here's where Jesus is. Like, that's what I invite us to consider over the next however long. I think we underestimate our kids. We don't give them a space to be disciples. We think they're too young for that in some cases. And they're definitely not. We're going to talk about it. I'm trying to stay one topic at a time on these videos, as I had a wise woman tell me one time, one thing at a time. So I just want you to consider, that's what all this is all about. I just want you to consider what it looks like to disciple kids right now at their homes, outside of church spaces. What does that look like? I hope you will put your comments below, and I love to begin the conversation.